Hey, what's up, guys? So last week I told you that Bitcoin was on its path back up to all-time highs. This weekend's been pretty active. We reached $104,500 on the BTC price. A lot of bullish news is happening. XRP just finally got their settlement dropped completely. So that's huge news for the banking world. I think XRP has really been also holding the crypto market down because XRP is a banking coin, which a lot of banks want to use because it's going to keep their transactions low, and money is going to move over borders, overseas, instantaneously. So the technology is great. It's going to be replacing the SWIFT system. So XRP is going to be a big player in this game. So that's a good coin to look out for. Everything's been pumping over the weekend. Dogecoin even is pumping. Bitcoin, ADA, which is Cardano. Ethereum is having huge moves. So that's going to be another big player for the banks and institutions. There's a lot of ETFs that are lined up right now waiting to be approved for the XRP, for Solana and Chainlink, which are two huge chains just got added to PayPal. But here's a couple of videos from what is going on in the world, what's going on with Bitcoin, and just that gives a little bit of, proof or some support for the rise of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and some of the chains. You can check it out right here after this.
Former Dean Chen Chong said, Bitcoin is the gun of the digital era. It may also be the gold of the digital era. A wise nation will not let weapons be in others' hands.
Breaking news. The lawmakers of Taiwan are now urging their government to buy Bitcoin, form a strategic reserve, and not get left behind.
I would like to propose a direction worth discussing in policy.
Binance founder CZ predicted this just a few weeks ago.
Now the largest economy in the world is adopting crypto, and they're buying crypto. They're setting up crypto reserves. That means any other country who's not doing that now is going to be at a significant disadvantage when they want to do that later. I think we're going to see a race.
This was also predicted by the Trump administration themselves. Trump's executive director, Bo Hines, explains.
I mean, look, there's a finite number of Bitcoin. We all know that. And I think that there will end up being a race in order to accumulate as much as you can get between other countries as well. I mean, the president likes to say we have a lot of high IQ people in the room. I think we're going to find the best ways to accumulate as much as we can get in those budget neutral, ways that don't cost the taxpayer a dime.
And now with Taiwan, who, although may be small compared to the United States, but very, very significant and surging wealth, tens of trillions of dollars to preserve.
Right now, it is starting literally now, and I can show you with this Wall Street cheat sheet that we are right now, right here. That is my personal opinion, but this is based on my experience of having 2 cycles already in crypto. I was here for 2017, 2021, and I'm here now for the 3rd cycle. So I have experience, and I can tell you right now, we are right here at optimism in this Wall Street cheat sheet. So we have a lot of room to go up. Basically, down here was when we were at like 40K. This is 100K. And of course, up here will be 200K, 300K. And at Euphoria, we might be up at $500, $600, $700,000. That could happen this year with Bitcoin. Now, that will of course also mean that the altcoins will go absolutely bonkers. Right now is the time to buy, not sell. And that goes for Bitcoin and also goes for altcoins. Right now is a great time to be buying and then hold for the next 6 months, because in 6 months time, maybe even sooner, Bitcoin will go into that euphoria, and that's when we want to take profits. That's when we want to circulate altcoins into Bitcoin and Bitcoin into gold and real estate. That's how you make money. So you want to play the big cycles. Sure, we can trade on the small time frames as well, but the big money is made by looking at the cycles, taking profits at the top, buying at the bottom. So basically, my personal game plan here is I've been buying for the past 2-3 years a lot. I will be taking profits up here. I will put it into gold and silver and real estate. And then in the next bear market, which of course will happen when we go back into anger and depression, maybe like 2-3 years from now, that's when I will sell that real estate and that gold back into
2028 halving cycle. It's an average, right? We're still far away from that, but we're only 1 year in. Only 1 year into the cycle and 3 years to go. Fundamentals are very good. Bitcoin is 2 times as scarce as gold, but gold is 10 times more worth than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin remains super undervalued, in my opinion. So many called the bear market when Bitcoin was 82K the end of March, but I remained bullish. Why is that? Mainly because of this chart, the market cycle chart. And I made it in 2022 after Bitcoin missed the 100K in 2021, and I was late recognizing the bear market in 2022. So this market cycle model is an on-chain model. It's based on analysis of all the on-chain transactions of Bitcoin. And there was no yellow, no distribution phase, end of the bull market phase and going to the bear market phase. There was no yellow in March. There was red, bull. So I knew that although it's a very weird, long, flat bull market, that the bull would continue. And in my opinion, from now on, we'll see new all-time highs. So that would be 110K and higher, followed by more monthly close all-time highs. Usually those all-time highs, they're not alone, they come in groups. Now, if we look at RSI, the Relative Strength Index, currently it's at 66, and that's around the average RSI level of 65, the dark area here, the black area. And it has been around that average for more than a year now. In my opinion, how I read this chart is that Bitcoin spent a couple of years below that average of 65, and from now on it will stay 1 or more years above the 65 average. In fact, I think we will see 80 plus RSI months again, at least 4 of them, just like in the bull markets in 2021, in 2017 and in 2013. So I think we'll see those high RSI numbers again at least 4 times. And those high RSI numbers are associated, of course, with high monthly returns of over 40% per month. So if we have, from the current level of, well, on average 100K, 4 months of 40%, that would bring us already in the 400K area, which is not inconsistent with the stock-to-flow model.
If you like these videos, you like getting some information on what's going on in the crypto market, getting some highlights really quick so you don't have to watch 10 minutes of this video, 10 minutes of that video, please like and subscribe. That helps me out so I can make more content for you guys. And if you have any suggestions, please leave it down in the comments. Peace.